Welcome to another episode of Comic Fix and Chill with Ken and Randall. I am the British Ken, and this is, of course,
the American asshole.
I definitely would not say that. Cheers. So at the moment, Randall is drinking some fantastic. What is it you're drinking, Randall?
I am drinking Peter Dawson's Special.
Nice.
This was recommended to me by the employees at the liquor store here in Jorvik. Pretty good. Good stuff. It goes down smooth. Doesn't have that burn that most whiskey and bourbon drinks have.
Right.
It's smooth and just.
Well, sounds great. I mean, at the moment, I'm slurping back a lovely mug of Earl Grey tea, decaffeinated. But I'm not going to let my American friend outdo me. Not a chance.
And on top of that, I'm having some burgers with
burgers. So, viewers, listeners, this may be a slightly more slurry episode than you're used to from us. So, there you have it.
What are you talking about? Who's slurring words?
So, mate, in between bites, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, not much. Just been trying to fix my computer, and it's finally fixed. All thanks to you. Thank you, bro.
Well, no problem, mate. A few hints here and there. No worries.
Oh, it's going a lot faster. You know, no more lag like it was doing.
Great. I mean, talking about stuff like that, you know, I mean, I should know better. On the machine I'm using to record our what are we doing? Vlogcast? We're not doing podcasts. Oh, it's vlogcast. It's video vlog. Yeah. So
yeah, vlogcast.
I've noticed on every single one that we've been doing, I've been utilizing it wireless. So it's taken forever to upload to the interweb. So now I've done it. I've properly wired it now. So by the time we're finishing the episode and getting it on YouTube, it shouldn't take too long at all.
Excellent.
Me, dumbass.
We both have our moments.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have even more moments after this little lot.
Well, mate, cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Oh, yeah.
That is something special.
See, we told you, viewers, we have there's going to be profanity and copious amounts of drinking.
And as we also said, this channel is going to be a lot more looser than both of our individual channels. But check them out because they're both on both where we record on the channels from it are now links on this channel.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Check them both out.
Everything's been properly set up and streamlined and everything else.
Absolutely. So, any book-wise, anything new this week at all, Randall? You are a hungry boy, I can tell.
I'm always hungry. Well, nothing new lately, but I like to kind of do this video as a educational kind of video.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we were talking about this before on Messenger, and I don't think there's any video on YouTube that talks about Denmark's, Sweden's, and Norway's Marvel Klubben and Marvel Universitet.
Mm-hmm.
And I have quite a few examples to show.
Excellent, mate. Let's see what you got.
Okay, but before I show, I just want to give a little backstory to Marvel Klubben and Marvel Universitet. Now, I've been doing some research, and it started back in 1985. First book, I believe, that was in that started the Marvel Klubben and Marvel Universitet was Spider-Man, or as they're titled here, Spindelmannen and Edderkoppen. At least I know in Sweden it started in 1985,
Mm-hmm.
and it spanned only certain titles. Spindelmannen is one, Hulk, Conan, and I can't remember which other titles Sweden added to the Marvel Klubben, but it wasn't really a wide range at all. I guess they just wanted to select the most popular heroes from the States and kind of implement it here. But they could have also added some of the even more popular heroes like Captain America and the Punisher, and well, he's kind of an anti-hero, but I digress.
Is he like I think the Punisher's a more realistic Batman, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Only with less compunction of killing their enemies or his enemies.
And he does just what Batman does, but he doesn't need a cape. Am I right?
Exactly. Sniper rifle or
Sorry, I'm
Tommy
being
gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm being naughty because the Punisher kills far better than Batman ever has. Yeah, but anyway, carry on, Randall. Sorry.
Okay, I like to start off with, well, I just got done showing this not too long ago, a cover we all know and love to have.
Ah, beautiful. Of course.
This is the Swedish edition of Amazing Spider-Man 300. It's called Spindelmannen. It's issue 4 of 1991. So it came out in April of 1991. I'm not sure what number it is in the Marvel Klubben chronology. Is that how you say that?
Yep. Okay. Chronology. Yeah.
But as I was looking on a website, and this is part of the Marvel Klubben in Sweden. Granted, it was Wikipedia that I looked it up on, but it is on the list as part of the Swedish Marvel Klubben. Awesome edition, and I know I've said this on some of my videos. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, all three countries, even including Finland, they all have the Venom in the background going down instead of the 300. And instead of having it all red, it goes down in a gradient, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Matthew Roy Ball also said the same thing. He's expressed how he was impressed how they did it better than America did.
We'll come back to that point, actually. Yeah, because I do agree massively. A lot of foreign editions did much better covers than the American counterparts, I think, personally.
That is true. That's true. And there are some foreign editions where this right here is smaller and bigger than the American edition.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to take turns on this?
Well, okay, yeah, no worries. I'm sticking with the Marvel Klubben theme that Randall finally started off with. These are Marvel Klubben from Denmark. Captain America. Cap number 1, the gorgeous Steranko cover. Not really any much difference from this and the original American edition, but beautiful anyway.
What issue number is Marvel Klubben?
It is number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Is that I mean below the Spider-Man symbol?
Yeah. Number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, but they classify it, or it was the first issue with a cap in it, so CBCS have classifies it as number 1. Which brings me on to the next issue, which is cap number 2, but classed as Marvel Klubben number 16. So you thought it would have gone on to...
So that's further on into the series.
Absolutely, yeah. Now,
and before Ken shows the next book, for those who don't know, Denmark, like America, they do their issue numbers chronologically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereas Sweden and Norway, they do their issue numbers by month of the year.
That's interesting.
So it's Sweden and Norway. There's only 12 issues per year.
Interesting factoid. Now, I said a few minutes ago about foreign editions being occasionally better editions than the American ones, cover art-wise. Well, this is one of those. This is a gorgeous. Look at that, guys and gals. Sneaking past my mic there.
So beautiful.
Isn't that amazing, the choice of color?
That is so gorgeous. And I love how Falcon's with Captain America on that one, too.
Yeah, and look at the costume. Yellow.
Yeah, the original, wasn't it?
I think the original was like green. Green and red. But Denmark have done it yellow for this particular work. Cap number 2, Marvel Klubben number 16. But in my humble opinion, far better than the American edition cover art-wise. Recolored.
I haven't seen that issue in America from the American edition, so I couldn't say, but that is a gorgeous cover.
If the viewers and you don't mind me taking off my headphones for literally 10 seconds, I can go and get it quickly. He says, or I can attempt to.
Go ahead.
I should attempt
to. And for all you viewers, Ken, he is a Captain America aficionado. He loves everything about Captain America. His site even reflects that. And if you've seen his room, if he ever does a little tour video of his room,
okay.
So I was I was having a little dialogue with the viewers to get rid of the dead air.
Excellent. Best way to do it. Dead air is horrible. This is the American original.
Oh, you're right. Original costume color was green.
Yeah.
I like how they have Captain America and Falcon more in the background instead of the foreground.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've jigged the... yeah. So that there you have it. Again, I think the Danish did it right. Gene Colan did it fantastic on 119. Wonderful art. Love this. But this is color-wise, so much better. Sorry, Gene.
I have to agree.
Yeah. I can move on, Randall, with my next Marvel Klubben, or you can take over if you like, because mine is a one-off special.
Okay. I don't have any Captain America. It's mainly Spider-Man and some other stuff. This is the Danish edition of Amazing Spider-Man number 252.
Lovely.
Some say that this was, well, actually, a lot say this was the first appearance of the black costume, but also some say that I think it was issue 239 where he had the black costume. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably wrong, but I know a lot of us think that this was the first appearance of the black costume.
Right.
And this is also part of the Marvel Klubben number. What number is that? I can't really tell. Okay, number 86.
Wow. So they took the series quite high. I expected Klubbens to be maybe bottoming out at maybe number 15, but no, they took it way high. Surprising.
Yeah, they started late. They started out late because they had to buy the rights to print and publish the respective books. And it took a few years to actually obtain the publishing and printing rights.
I see.
And for our viewers, they are not considered reprints. They are considered foreign editions.
Exactly, because there is a difference.
Yes, there is a difference. They had to have bought the publishing and printing rights. And even then, they were restricted to certain titles.
Indeed.
So they are foreign editions and not reprints.
And the obvious way to spot that is if they did a one-to-one copy with all the words printed in English and everything exactly the same, color art exactly the same, it would be classified as a reprint. However, with the it stands to reason, as we say over here, with different language, different color choices, it's its very own edition. not its very own reprint. You know, you get a lot of people say, "Oh no, it's not an edition; it's a reprint." Well, no, it's not, guys and gals. It's its very own edition from its different country to the US.
Exactly. True Believers issues are reprints, and for example, New Mutants number 87, the second printing, where it's instead of the orange color, it's gold. That is a reprint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I couldn't have put it better myself, mate. You think you summed it up succinctly. Perfect.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I just had plenty of arguments with people like, "Oh, those are reprints." I'm like, no, they are foreign editions.
Yeah.
And to reiterate what I said before, they had to have paid for the publishing and printing rights.
Absolutely. Shall I lead off with my next Klubben, Randall?
Be my guest.
Which would be a one-shot, not assigned at a particular number. It's basically an annual, I guess, but the Danish took it from an edition of Marvel Age, the American fanzine, printed by Marvel. So, damn reflective light. I apologise.
Well, it's not reflecting from what I see. So,
that's good. It's just me then. I have to carefully.
That is a gorgeous example.
Indeedy. Obviously, with Marvel Age, it was coloured cover, but the Danish chose to go with black and white and like a zipper tone grey. Now, the unusual thing about this one, delightedly so unusual, is the back cover is a sketch.
Superb.
And for Denmark, that was the end of the Captain America series. Issues 1, 2, and then a special Marvel Klubben. Arschäfte, 1987. I'm not sure what that means. It might just mean annual. I don't know. Randall, any idea?
Yeah, that is actually annual.
It is annual.
I can't pronounce it in Danish, but in Norwegian to be Årshæfte. Basically, it's the annual book.
Perfect. And that brings the Danish Marvel Klubben's Captain America wise to an end for me.
Surprising they only did 3 issues.
Yeah. I mean, they never did a big run of anything, really, as far as I'm aware.
Save for Spider-Man.
I mean, that did run, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly sizable run.
Yeah, I think there's probably no disputing with anybody that the Marvel's most famous, popular hero is Spider-Man. You know, ranks way above everything else, I should imagine.
To bring to my next example, which is going to be a 3-book example, actually.
Great.
Secret Wars number 8, Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish.
Nice. Beautiful.
Now, starting with the Norwegian, it's they're like I said, with their chronological issues. It's in number 4, 1988, printed in April of 1988. And unlike the Danish and Swedish, this one is part of the Marvel Universitet, number 102.
Yeah, lovely. 102. Jesus.
And staying with the theme of the Scandinavian theme, all cover appearances are virtually identical.
Yeah.
Save for the titles.
Yeah, just take off the printing block for the titles and just put another one on for whichever territory it is.
Right. Now, Norway is the only one that has the little banner going down right here saying, attributing it to Secret Wars number 8. But in their language, it's Hemmelig Krig der 8.
Perfect.
And unlike the American one, it does not have the spider motif up on top with the title. Beatty, I think. Yeah, Beatty. No, sorry, not Beatty, but Mike Zeck. Okay. I sent him. I tweeted this one. Granted, I have 2 copies. This is a Norwegian. I have the graded one, but this one is a much better grade, and the poster is intact. So I'm
Good.
waiting for an opportunity to have it signed by Zek Baiting Shooter.
Nice.
And then graded.
Nice.
But I tweeted my graded copy to him, and basically I thanked him for being a part of making that issue or that copy much more better. He was like, it was an honor to do that because I got it was interesting to see this book without the gaudy looking orange cover.
Yeah.
For 30-something years. I agree with him. I don't understand why they had the orange on the back, in the background anyway, but
it does look better. I must admit.
It does look better. Yeah. And now I just noticed Norway, Sweden, and I think, did Denmark do it too? Yeah. Okay. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, they have the spider. Damn glare.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can see it. The little spider hanging from the
I got it
right there.
I got it. Yeah.
There. Okay, it's the same place on the Norwegian and Swedish, except on the Danish, it's right here and it's in black.
Excellent.
So it's can be more easily seen than the first 2 editions. And also, they did the web. Denmark, they did the web. Orange color instead of the white like Norway and Sweden did. But now back to the Swedish one. Again, like I said, with Norway and Sweden, their chronological issues are the same. This is the number 4 in 1988, and part of the Marvel Klubben, number 114.
Wow.
And the Danish, as I said, they did theirs in chronological order, not by month and year. So this is issue number 43, but issue number 120 of the Marvel Klubben. And I kind of want to go back on one issue.
See, being the mad obsessive collector that I am, I want all of those. I'd want every single one of them. Have you thought about hunting them all down, or are you just going to specific issue it?
Specific issues for me.
Yeah. Probably a wise move.
True. This is too much money to spend on collecting all the runs from every year.
And space as well is another issue.
Yeah. Now, Sweden, they also improved their titles on the cover. On Secret Wars number 8, as you can tell, they have the Secret Wars, but it's number 8. They put a Del Otta. But focusing on the title alone, see how it's just kind of slightly plain on this one?
Yeah.
And on this one, it's kind of done more like the American, where it has the kind of curve like that.
Yeah.
And only this one, they added the spider hanging from the L at the end. Kind of make it more pronounced and makes it pop more.
And they put it in white as well. The spider is in white rather than black. And that makes it pop too. Yeah. Great choice. Which makes me wonder. I mean, I know I am a miserable swine, I must admit. But if Marvel had started out with the original issues, of course, why didn't they take the time to make the books just a little bit more eye-popping? Because it certainly seems like the foreign publishers did just that.
Maybe they just didn't want to spend the time to do it. That's just my theory.
Yeah. Or maybe putting out too many books that they weren't allowed to allocate the time to spend too much output on one particular book at a time, perhaps.
Well, if that's the case, then why they do the variants?
Yeah.
I mean, it takes more time to do that.
Yeah, unless they just assign it.
And if they're actually, in my opinion, if they are actually wanted to go for the bottom line when it comes to money, I think they should have spent a little more time.
Yeah, yeah.
they would have grabbed a lot more people.
Yeah. I mean,
That's just my opinion.
It's like the subtle variants of the various international editions, should we call them. They are generally based on that issue's cover, but with marked sort of color changes and placement changes. But with a lot of American variants, they just say, hey, you, for instance, Alex Ross, can we have a cover for whatever? And then you have like a totally different concept design. Like, to me, that's a true variant cover, not just a little bit of tinkering, bit of altering.
And continuing on this, you can see the stark differences between each country on how they did their titles. Norway and Sweden, they emphasize that it's Secret Wars #8, whereas Denmark, they really did not.
No.
But still, all these covers are gorgeous in their own right.
Absolutely.
And I actually would love to have all these signed by Zach Beatty and Shooter and then graded.
Get it done, mate.
Awesome.
Just play the long waiting game. Play the long waiting game and just do it when the opportunity arises, if you can.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, up next, we all know this book. This is the Norwegian edition of Hulk 340. Number 2, 1991, so it's printed in February of 91. Part of the Marvel Universe, issue number 179. And unlike the original Hulk 340, where it has the green/blue cover kind of gradient.
Yeah.
They have kind of like a hot pink and magenta cover. And they have just added a little thing, guest starring of Project X. So it's featuring X-Men as a direct translation. And as you can see, it kept up with the the way the actual cover looks. Wolverine with his claws popped out, and Hulk in the reflection of his claws. So a good part of it stayed true to its form. Different cover, still beautiful to have.
It is. I mean,
beautiful cover.
The choice of that color makes the image pop, like that sort of crimsony reddy sort of background. Beautiful.
Very true. Now, I don't have the Swedish one, which I would like to get sometime soon. I do have the Danish one also.
Nice.
Number 8. So this was, I'm not sure if this is their first edition, first printing or whatever. I assume it is because of the low number.
Yeah.
And Marvel Klubben issue number 195. Basically, it's almost exactly like the Norwegian one, only it does not have the other part added to it, starring the X-Men. Or featuring X-Men.
Yeah.
So it's basically almost just like the American edition, save for a different color and everything else.
Beautiful. Gotta love them.
Oh, yes. Always gotta love them. And this one, I've been wanting to get the American edition for the longest time.
Oh, yes.
Project X number 10, 1985. This is the Swedish, I believe, because it has the month and the year, and part of the Marvel Klubben issue number 56. This is basically the exact replica of Uncanny X-Men number 142, I believe the issue is. Or is it 141?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm very familiar with the cover, but not the issue number.
I can never remember. I think it's 141. Days of Future Past. Everything about it is the same. Only they added, they changed the language on the signs right here. So literally everything about it is the same, save for the language. Awesome edition. And it took me a while to get that edition too. But once I got it, I was like, no, it has Wolverine on it. I'm keeping it.
Yeah, too true.
Okay, up next we have Danish edition of Doctor Strange called the Mesfiden.
Yeah.
It's issue 1. Part of Marvel Klubben, number 57.
Mm-hmm. That's a great cover.
I think so too, but I'm still kind of confused about the title. Mesfiden, direct translation, master. That's what it translates to. I mean, I can kind of extrapolate that it says basically master of magic,
supreme sorcerer.
But but it would be more interesting if they actually kind of had it like Doctor Strange, maybe in Norway we call them Trollmester. Basically, it's a magic user for direct translation.
Right.
Or I'm probably going to be saying this wrong. Trollmester. I'm kind of butchering that word, but yeah.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I'm not that good in Norwegian. I mean, I'm good enough. Granted, it's never really done anything for me, so I only use it when I have to.
Fair play.
But it matches the American edition, and it's a good example of how the Scandinavian countries just contributed to the Marvel Universe in all its forms.
And just to remember, American comic purchasers interested in American books only, they're only reprints. Not. I mean, look at all the wonderful differences that Randall and myself have been pointing out to you. When you've done America, where do you go to? You have to move on and discover all the wonderful richness that the international editions have. Branch out, guys. Branch out.
Exactly. Because granted, your American books in your collection, yes, awesome. We are not taking away from that.
No,
we are not. We love that. We support that because we also collect American books. But it does not hurt you to expand your horizons, to expand your collection to even greater heights than before. Indeedy. And capitalizing on that, I have one more book to show.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Danish edition of I can't remember the Avengers number.
Oh, 57. Avengers 57.
257?
Yeah.
Okay.
Avengers 57.
This is the Danish edition of Avengers 57. First appearance of Vision. It is wouldn't you have it? It's a number 1. Number 1. Just number 1 and part number 8 of the Marvel Klubben series. And I think in the American edition it was just all red, wasn't it?
It's quite similar to that, I think. Quite similar. Bear with me just a second, viewers.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Again, Randall will fill up the dead air.
Okay, as I was saying, I'm not sure if the American edition is all red, but I love how Denmark added. Well, I'm not really sure if it matches the American cover or not, but as far as I can tell, and I'm messing up my camera screen here, I believe it's staying true to its form.
So I can hear you in mono at the moment. To stereo. Right, this will be a poor example, but yes, it is Avengers 57.
Okay, so yeah, it was mostly red with some light color on the end. Here is just another example of how foreign editions actually do it better.
Yeah, agreed.
They have Vision they have the Vision as he's supposed to be colored, whereas the American edition is all red. Everything is just basically all red except for the background right here. I guess it's all smoke or something.
And look at that smoke. It's all yellow and oranges, and it's white and beautiful. On the American edition, it's just white.
It's just bland.
It is. Guys and gals.
Whereas,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Get yourself some of these. Find your favorite book and purchase this. This cost me in GBP, I think about £2.50. About $5. Less than $5. The complete run. The complete run. So any little factoids you need to go to, cross-reference anything, get yourself some of these. Brilliant.
I need to get that then.
You do, mate.
But yeah, like I said, this is just another perfect example of how foreign editions do it better. Yeah. Everything is pronounced. The colors are the way they should be, as opposed to the American edition where they just printed it the way they wanted and expected to be popular, which it did. You know, I'm not going to take that away. No. It became insanely popular.
Please don't get us wrong. The American editions are lovely. The covers are wonderful. But the international editions, several years later, sometimes only months later, look better.
Mm-hmm. Much better. It just goes to show that if, you know, the publishers in America, Marvel, DC, or whatever, if they actually put their freaking mind to it, put some time into actually making the covers look better, you know, they'd have better products. Absolutely. They'd have more supporters, more collectors.
Absolutely. They've actually kind of not shot themselves in the foot, but they have built up a market for people to buy these international editions because they are different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why buy two books that are exactly the same when you can get a second book which is so much different and so much eye-poppier, so much more eye-candier? You know, you're going to hunt it out, aren't you? So they have created a market in a way.
And don't get it twisted, viewers. The foreign niche is insanely popular. It may not be as big as the American niche, but the I don't want to keep on saying prestige because that's just a word is, in my opinion, right now that I'm just overusing. Help me out, mate. What word should I use for this?
For the foreign collecting section of the community, I don't. It is insanely popular. Getting the books, it's more of a hard-won fight to get the international editions than it is the. You want to get an American edition? Pop on eBay. You want it? It's probably going to be there. You try and find an Indonesian whatever. You're going to have to hunt for it, and that's what makes the market.
You're going to have to be like Carmen Sandiego with that shit.
Absolutely, yeah. You're going to have to search hard and deep to get your international books.
High and low.
Absolutely.
And if you can't get the book in near mint condition, settle for a lower grade.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a good chance you'll never get it again if you don't buy that book. I've seen that so many times where it's like, no, because maybe I can find one that's several grades higher than that. That book's gone. It's bye-bye, never seen again. So,
and you know, there are times, you know, I'm not saying that there aren't. There are times where you will find a higher graded issue. But like Ken said, you have to hunt, and you have to stay vigilant on that hunt.
And another little aspect of that, Randall, you're absolutely right, but you have to make friends. It's a network. You know, you're nothing.
Contacts.
Yeah. You won't get those books unless you have almost like a man on the ground or a man who knows a man who knows a man on the ground. You know, those books will forever elude you. I mean, we were wondering for a long time about the Filipino books, for instance, and that every single copy that you saw was, for want of a better word, dog rough, really, really rough. And it took us quite a while to understand that in that hot, humid countries, paper doesn't last long, and nor does metal. So what the house pride mothers used to do is take their children's comic books and wrap up the cutlery in the kitchen and put them in the drawers to stop the humidity attacking the metal of the knives and forks. So therefore you had a comic book that was just absolutely dog rough. But it protected the kitchen. That's just like normal life in Indonesia or Far Eastern hot, humid countries. So there's that. There's all sorts of things to factor in.
Every Middle East country that has published and printed.
Mm.
The foreign editions, they don't last long. Not in the heat.
Yeah, indeed. So that's another great aspect of trying to find these books. If they haven't rotted away many years previously, and you find one, it's guaranteed to not be in great condition, but it's there, it's real, and you can touch it. So if you see anything like that from Indonesia, which takes your fancy and you like it, get it.
Yep. Because if you don't, you will be kicking yourself in the ass.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
Very true. Well, my friend, we're actually hitting 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Indeed. So basically, thank you for watching our Marvel Klubben special. That's
right.
Okay. Because I think this Marvel Club deserved, we both thought it deserved an episode of its own. So
I think so too.
This is what we are bringing to you this week. Lots of knowledge.
And I have to say it's a shame that Denmark didn't print more of Captain America, because I basically hogged the video here.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I don't mind at all. What we're doing is we're bringing knowledge. You're especially bringing knowledge on those Marvel Club books, and I'm learning stuff too. This is a learning process for everyone. So no, cool.
True that.
Cool. You know, I'm not going to go, oh, that Randley's hogging all the limelight. It's all about me. No, it's actually all about my little friend in this glass is what it's all about.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So,
well, viewers, we hope you loved what you see or what you saw. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe with that bell for notification. And as I always end my videos, support your LCS, support your local artists, and keep on collecting. Cheers.
Cheers, and we will always see you on the flip side.
Mm-hmm.
Bye for now. Skål. That's Swedish.
Well, that's also Norwegian too. Skål.